Are we about to find life far from Earth? Today, we know thousands of worlds on stars other than our Sun, the so-called exoplanets. Since the appearance of the first of these, with conditions making life impossible, to the most recent, which are very similar to the Earth, the great progress made in the last 25 years leads us to think that we are getting closer and closer to the discovery of an inhabited planet. But discovering life somewhere in our galaxy will not be easy. Scientists must face major technological challenges. We are separated from other stars by vast distances, and many questions still remain unanswered. How did life start on Earth? In what kind of habitats could it appear and develop? Astonishing projects await us, such as that of the James Webb Space Telescope, which is capable of studying the atmospheres of planets in search of signs of life, and that of the ELT, a gigantic telescope that will open the door to an unknown universe. This is the time for the dream of a whole generation of astronomers to come true. Because in the end, the search for other worlds can provide a reply to the question, are we alone in the universe? In 1990, shortly before abandoning our solar system forever, the Voyager 1 space probe looked back to take a photograph from a distance of 6,000 million kilometers. Suspended on a ray of sunlight, the presence of a dim point of blue light could be made out: the Earth. Is it reasonable to think that this tiny dot is the only inhabited place in the universe?
As Carl Sagan, I think it was, said once, is if the Earth is the only place where there is life, then what a waste of space.
If life has arisen on a planet such as ours, why could it not have also appeared on other worlds?
Just a few years ago, we looked at the sky and we simply saw stars. But today, when we look at the stars, we can imagine thousands of planets orbiting them, and these planets have been forming in the same way as our own planetary system.
How big is our universe? How many stars are in it? The number of stars is very, very big. Sometimes we think that the number of grains of sand in our Earth is quite similar, but it's not. There are about 10 billion stars. It means 1,000 times more than grains of sand in our Earth.
Even if life, and even more so, intelligent life, were a cosmic rarity, the number of worlds on which it could have arisen is enormous. This was understood by the North American astronomer Frank Drake when he put forward his famous equation in 1961.
Drake equation is an attempt to measure the number of civilizations in our Milky Way capable to communicate with others.
It is unlikely that Drake's equation will ever be solved, because we are unaware of most of its variables, and each of them brings up new questions.
I think what is interesting is it depends on how many stars are in the universe and how many forms every year, how many planets they have, if they have any. Of these planets, how many are habitable? If they are habitable, do they have life already? Or did it disappear? Do they have intelligent life? Is this life like ours? Will they communicate as we do? Each of these questions I mentioned, I think probably most, if not all of them, are lines of research of current astronomy. We don't want to know how many stars form in the universe, at what rate, etc. So imagine if this is a line of research in astronomy, how could we do this calculation and be sure about the result?
Since the 1970s, and with the conviction of the existence of other intelligent civilizations in our galaxy, the SETI projects have trawled the stars in search of radio signals of extraterrestrial origin.
We are designing them based on what we do on Earth. So in Earth, we communicate mostly with radio emission. And in fact, this is the best way to detect signals from humans from the outer space.
In recent decades, some hopeful signs have been found, but none of them have turned out to be a greeting from space. Were the pioneers of the SETI search too optimistic? Perhaps an event of decades before was to blame. In 1924, the astronomer Edwin Hubble had confirmed that Andromeda was not a nebula forming part of the Milky Way, but a galaxy different from ours. The universe had become infinite.
Until a century ago, everybody thought that our galaxy was the only place in the universe. Now, we know that little dots that look like stars are actually other galaxies. So yeah, we have changed a lot, and our mind cannot really understand very well the idea of infinity. We can use it mathematically, but our brain did not evolve to understand this kind of concept.
If the universe is infinite and is full of galaxies, each containing thousands of millions of stars, it seems logical to think that other intelligent civilizations like our own exist. Why then have we not yet had news from any of our galactic neighbors? This is what Enrico Fermi put forward in his famous paradox.
Enrico Fermi, an Italian physicist, posed the question of where are they? Meaning is that we have not seen or detected any signals for an alien civilization. And there are several reasons for that, possible reasons. One of them is that there aren't any other civilizations in the galaxy, so there's no way we're going to get any signals. Or we are not in the same space and time frame.
Life arose on Earth over 3,500 million years ago, but we've been giving off signals that can be detected by others for only 100 years. What are the possibilities of coinciding with another civilization in our galaxy in such a short period of time? If we add to this difficulty the vast distances that separate us from other worlds, things get complicated.
If we have a civilization that is 20,000 light years away, even if we detect a signal today, it'll take 20,000 years to get our answer to them, and then if they answer back, it will be 40,000 years. So this is not really a very productive dialogue that we could have. Now, the galaxy is 100,000 light years in dimension, so that's a huge place. The question is, do we really know whether there's another civilization? Maybe there has been, maybe there will be, maybe there is. For the time being, we just don't know.
We do not know if we are alone or not, but we have discovered many things about the universe, which is amazing because astronomy involves a major difficulty. We cannot bring our subject of study into the laboratory. Often, we cannot even see it. How then has it been possible to accumulate so much knowledge? The key lies in observation and in making use of the opportunities that the universe itself and its physical laws offer us.